Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are my snipers doing today? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Listen, last day to use the code XMS for 25% off. People have been loving it. People have been happy. So I just want to let you know this is the last day to get yourself a nice discount. Listen, let's talk about Rndr, right? Rndr, as we know, is going to be one of the top AI coins, if not the top AI coins. We know Rndr is affiliated and working with, the likes of Nvidia, Google, HBO, Microsoft, so many big companies. And for me, that is just a green flag. Okay. I am going where the big money is. I'm putting my money where the future is. We know AI is advancing at a rapid pace. All right. We all know this. We've seen it with the Will Smith videos, 2023, they're looking so funky and crazy. Beginning of 2024, they look way more realistic. And now at the end of 2024, pretty much beginning of 2025, you sometimes cannot tell the difference between real life and AI. And that is the reality. So, for me, I'm putting most of my money, my big bags in coins like Rndr, like AKT, like Flux, and other nice AI coins that I personally think will do very, very good this bull run. But today we're going to be talking more specifically about Rndr. So listen, Rndr is currently sitting at $7.50. All right, I think now overall is generally a good time to buy. We do believe this coin will do very, very well, which we'll talk about in terms of price predictions. And if I think anything has changed, we do see a little bit of momentum to the upside. I am a little worried of, like pretty much this triple top. However, the markets are going to be weird the next few days just because there's going to be lower volume because of Christmas, of course, then holidays, then, the weekend, and then, again, New Year's. So, and then the weekend again. So things are going to be a little bit slow, a little bit choppy, a little bit unorthodox. But overall, I do like the Rndr structure at the moment. All right, we might see a pullback down to around 715 before we make another attempt to go higher and reclaim levels. I believe once we start reclaiming these levels, that's going to be it, right? That is it. We are going to be, climbing pretty fast. The next overall target and goal for Rndr, right, is to do what it has to do, whether it's go down or a little bit sideways, but it has to do what it has to do. And then we're pretty much looking to be reclaiming the all-time highs. We can see, right, from pretty much the beginning of November, we went all the way up. We retested these area over here, right? This area over here, sorry, right, which was the next relevant point. We went back down, and the next ping pong move is to test these highs over here, right? We usually do create a double top in the markets, then go down probably again down to 1150 to 1050 before we make a massive rally, right? That is historically what I've seen from the markets, is just a game of ping pong at the end of the day. And those are the next moves. When we look at the market in terms of Fibonacci pools and Fibonacci levels, right? If we take it from the last relevant high to the last bottom, just in terms of the Fibonacci tools, the conservative area is a $20 range. Then we have, 27, and then the higher end, we have 38. Now, I think Rndr is going to have two pumps, right? It's going to do what it has to do, but then eventually I think something like this is going to happen. We're going to have sell off and then the massive rally from, let's say, $20 to $22 to all the way to where our targets are. And that is where Rndr is going to peak. And this is how I think Rndr is going to play out. Not everything can just pump and pump and pump at the same time. But usually when it does, it's been accumulated for a while. It's already had a nice massive rally before, but then that's when we get the gigantic rally. Remember, this only would last 4 to 6 weeks at most. And, that's what I really want to see from Rndr over the next few months, have a nice pump, a little bit of sell off. And then when altcoin officially starts, boom, bang, boom, bang, boom. That's when the money is just insane. Euphoria, all-time high. And yeah, this is how I see the chart playing out for Rndr personally. Let me know what you guys think, right? I have some things on Twitter I need to show you guys. So let's just jump right into it. They are officially listed on some of the biggest exchanges, stock exchanges in Europe, ladies and gentlemen. All right. That is huge, huge news. That means Render is going more mainstream. When coins get listed on stock exchanges and they start getting into that side of the world and they're just not, strictly in the crypto side of the world, that means usually big, big things are just around the corner. That is the reality. And that makes me super, super excited. Okay. We are pretty much at the moment at 82,500 holders, and I believe this is going to increase massively over the next few months. 82,000 holders is a lot, by the way. It's up there, and rightfully so, rightfully so. But I do believe we will definitely be hitting six figures and a nice high six figures, when the time comes. Another thing is we have currently burnt almost 300,000 render, right? So as you guys know, or if you didn't know, this coin is anti-inflation. So pretty much uh, it burns a certain amount of tokens each day. So it is automatically over time going to be increasing the price more and more and more just because we are getting rid of the supply. So that is very, very good. Obviously they can't be cutting it out like 1% a day or 0.5% a day, but they're cutting out a good amount where it will be impacting the price, especially over the next coming months and years. It will make a huge, huge impact. Right, when we go on Render today, we can see that we are currently under 4 billion market cap. And I think this is kind of an easy 10x from here, in my personal opinion. We know that a lot of coins are going to be, hitting that 35 to 45 billion range. A lot more coins are going to hit that this cycle than last cycle. And without a shadow of a doubt, I believe Render is one of them. So even if we were to 10x from here, this would be a 39 billion market cap, a coin sitting roughly at $75, which is more than realistic. I even think this coin can hit up to 80 billion market cap. Now, I don't think the price will last very long there, but it could be one of those things where it just lasts an hour and then dumps off, 15, 20%, and then the market does its thing. So for me, the 40 to 60 billion range is realistic, which would be looking at roughly, ladies and gentlemen, roughly, that 75 to $100 mark, right? Like I said, I do think it could peak higher. My all-time high prediction was like 122 and $122.36. So, I'm very high on this coin. For me, I would just be happy with the 8 to 12x, right? I'm okay with those types of gains, from this point on, that is more than enough for me. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys did enjoy. Render, really should look into it. For me, it is going to be one of the top coins this cycle. AI narrative is also one of the strongest narratives at the moment. And yeah, that is pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to use code XMS at checkout. Join the community. Highly recommend it. And guys, I'll talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.